All right, we're back. We're here with John Mansfield. He is the owner of Mansfield Entertainment Agency. Thanks for coming on, John.
Thank you very much for having me here.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about what's going on. This must be a busy season for you.
It really is. This starts at September. We're actually, you know, the function wedding business really never stops. But I will say probably September through December are our busiest times, and then maybe a little bit. And I will say this, probably January and February, very, very busy also. Just backpedaling a little bit, December used to be a big time for like Christmas parties and holiday parties. A lot of the companies now are opting to actually move their event to January and February just because it's a slower time for a lot of the employees. So what they'll do is they will have their events in those 2 months, which is very good for us. So the carryover really goes all the way from September through January and February. Might have a little bit of a lull in March, but then really in April right through you start the wedding business all over again. So it's very, very busy with there. Luckily I have 6 or 7 very, very talented DJs. I have that are all digital DJs that are very well versed in weddings and that kind of events. So we're able to book out a lot of different talent for the weddings. Also, we carry a lot of piano players, and I have the very best piano players in the area that work for Mansfield Entertainment. I play piano myself, so through the years, obviously, I've gotten to meet a lot of these pianists, and I do book a lot of that, and guitar players and vocalists and cellists and string quartets and things like that. So it's a very versatile company, Mansfield Entertainment Agency, and as I say, I'm lucky myself is that I do play piano, I do DJ, and that being the case, I actually have this big network of people that I'm able to go to on these different events. So
I can tell you that your DJ/music option is usually really your first focal point, right? When you're starting the wedding planning or any sort of event planning.
Well, definitely the males for sure. That's like the only part that the men have a say in.
Well, I'll tell you. So just recently, my cousin got married in New Jersey.
Yes.
And we went down there, and I can tell you that the DJ was phenomenal.
Yes.
And one of the things that made them so great was the fact that they had brought everybody kind of into the fold and really made the entertainment really, lively and tried to keep people involved versus, kind of just sitting back and.
It's exciting that you actually say that, Joe, because I will say this, that the key to being a really good DJ, it's not about you, it's about the people that are at the event. And if you are a DJ and at the end of the day, at the end of the function, you've made that bride and groom or whatever the host or hostess is to that party happy, and you've brought that group together and it's been a good party, you really have done your job as the DJ. It's not about you. And there are DJs where it is, they're sort of, I call them the weekend warriors. They're out and it's sort of about them, and we don't go on that kind of a philosophy in my company. It is every DJ that I book will meet with the client before the event so they know when they go to that event exactly the style and what it is that they're looking for. I can only remember when we did together, you had talked to me about some karaoke and we wanted to do some things, and I did make sure that we had those things so that the party was successful. And even, as I say, I'm lucky to have worked with both you, and I have actually played the piano in your home.
Exactly.
And Phil had talked to me a lot about the types of music that you wanted for that day. So it is very important, and that's the philosophy of my company. Make that host and bride and groom happy and do replicate the style that they want. Very important.
I will say that we've had John, we had one of your pianists play at my baby shower, which was actually a surprise that my husband got for me, which I thought was nice. It's, not many husbands would kind of set that up and do that, and that really made the event.
Exactly.
Like it just kind of tied everything together. Everybody, even though it wasn't a dancing, fun, exciting thing, it was more of like a relaxed and just nice to have that background music. And then we also hired you to play at our house for my daughter's baptism.
Yes.
And I remember, when you're the host, you're kind of just sort of running around making sure everything's fine. And I actually walked into my dining room to set up the cake, and I looked over, and there was 3 people singing behind you, and you just wouldn't, and it just made me so happy that, it's not, usually baptisms are not it's fun, but this was people like hooping it up in my living room at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
And I thought that was so awesome. So
Well, I appreciate you saying that.
and you were singing too, and I loved hearing that.
Well, that's it. You're just trying to read the group, read the dance floor, whatever it may be, and do what is right for the party. That is the real key to the strategy to a successful day, I think, on that, too.
You guys do it right.
How much has the digital aspect changed things for you?
That is a huge thing also. I will say that 10, 15 years ago, all the DJs would come with these suitcases full of CDs, and now, of course, it's all software programs and computers, and it has really opened up the DJ business quite a bit, so that you may have your hard drive, so now you're just walking in and you may have 6,000 songs on there. But what is also great about it is that you're able to get online with your computer. So if you go to
I'm sure you guys
venue,
have some interesting requests.
we certainly do. But what's great about it, Sarah, is that you're able to satisfy those requests. So if you go to the venue, and most of them are going to have Wi-Fi, so that you're able to get online. It's a fairly strong signal, and you're feeling confident about it. So when people do come in and they have that obscure song, you're able to get to YouTube or wherever it is that you need to go, and you're able to pull that song. And that has made a huge difference to what maybe things were 10 or 15 years ago, where you were sort of very limited to where you could go, especially back in the CD days. It was a very limited kind of an occasion that you could have, but now it's very wide open. But there's good and bad that goes with that, because now, of course, the client is expecting a lot more from you as you go in. But we're all digital DJs, and we're ready to go on that end. So.
I assume with your veterans, get ready. We always play "Get Ready" as a family.
I remember playing that.
Yeah, it's our signature song.
I remember it.
So the Hong Kong always had DJ Don, who would play there on Saturday nights, and we would walk in and he'd be like, "Oh, it's the Ready family. Like, I have to play Get Ready."
I remember that. That was the request, and we did play that for you too. And I do have to say, you have a very good voice, Joey. He's a very, very good singer. I don't know if you've heard Joe sing. He's very, very talented.
Not as good as my brother. My brother's really.
Your brother too.
He's the talent.
Performer.
Yes, but both of you were singing very well.
Well,
very big range. I would say that.
We both like karaoke. It's a fun activity, and we did a lot of it during college. And
well, apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Yeah,
Your father.
That's true. Although not a great voice. I think once he was paid to stop singing. So.
Well, you did tell me "Get Ready" was played at that. That was the one.
Yep. Actually, my father danced at that wedding. This was a couple of weeks ago. So.
Did he really? Great. Yeah. That's good to hear.
Interesting that maybe a month or two ago he was in I think Duval in Lowell, and people thought he was down and out. And I said, I don't even want to comment on it, because the guy will be back in 3 weeks, and he'll be going at it again, and
So he was doing some dancing at the event. Did he actually do a formal dance?
Yeah, he just danced with the group, but he got he got up on his prosthetic leg and danced around. It was actually really cool.
That's all. I ran into your father, as I say, 2 or 3 weeks ago. It was great to see him.
Yeah, he's an amazing individual.
He really is.
Talk a little bit about what's the process. I know things book out in advance. So, how realistically, when should somebody be approaching you if they are going to have one of these venues? And what's your availability?
Well, let me just say this. So 2018 is already booking up. We're already booked through September of 2018. You can never be too early, and you can, and even if you are sort of later, we can definitely try to help you out on that. Obviously, you're better talent on both ends is going to be booked first. So it's better to, the earlier you can contact us about the event that you have. Where is the event and what is the time is very important. We do have a website. It's mansfieldentertainment.com. And I just want to say this, we're actually in the midst of revamping that website. So if people do go there right now and they do have a problem on the contact page, because we're revamping things, just Google John Mansfield, Jon Mansfield. It will bring you also to my individual site, and you can contact me through that also. As I say, this will be finalized in the next 2 or 3 weeks. But I'm just saying, as the show goes now, if you do and there is a problem, just Google John Mansfield. It will bring you to my contact information. You can get a hold of me. But as I say, we have tremendous piano players, guitarists, soloists, vocalists, DJs, and bands. So we're well equipped to help you out.
Yeah. That's
Do you have a specific phone number for people to call you? Or?
Yes, I do. And the phone is 978-256-1899, and they can call me there.
Okay, or Google you, or do you have a specific website they should go to?
Well, it is. It's mansfieldentertainment.com. They can go there, and as I say, if they have a problem with that, because we are restructuring that, just Google John Mansfield. It will bring you to my individual website, and you can contact me through that also.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yay.
Well, we have a super book show. Otherwise,
I know you do.
We'd get more into it.
Well,
but
you and I do a little harmony or something. And Sarah.
we should have you
Not
play a
me,
piano
never.
piece. Well, we appreciate you coming on.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
And we'll see you around soon.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.